Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, osia dem yopo.
You're once again welcome to PENDREAM TV, the only channel that brings you the best and latest updates in politics. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for more updates, like and also share to other members to watch as well. You can equally leave a comment after watching or send us a voice note on our WhatsApp number, which is 0277 128 777. Thank you. I want you to join me listening to a fierce banter between Sena Nombo, a host of Alhaji, with the communication member of the NPP, trying to dust the people, and which he stopped him. And it was a very serious banter, which I would like you to join me listening to what transpired. Thank you.
Does not increase their number from 137 to 138 because it's still an independent member. Thank you for sending that comment. Maswell also sends this, says Solo had made my day by explaining that portion of the constitution. Thanks, Maswell. Thank you very much. This one, good morning. Listening to Solomon Owusu, Alan's boy. I wonder why NDC doesn't tell them the truth that Alan was a cabinet member for 7 years, so he's part of Akufo-Addo's NPP, so shares the blame equally. Thank you for that comment. And then let me conclude with this one. Progress. Please. Like I said, take your time and write a message, else I will abandon it because I can't really, I don't know what you're trying to communicate. Mr. Sabo. Sabo.
It's Sabo, rather.
Sabo. Adam Sabo.
All right. Thank you for the opportunity given me. Let me take this opportunity to say a very warm good morning to my elder brother, Dr. Park, and then my brother, Solomon also. I also extend my greetings to the viewers out there. And I also want to establish the Islamic greeting. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh to my Muslim brothers. And to my Christian brothers and sisters, I say praise the Lord. Well, I have listened to the submissions made by Solomon Owusu and my brother, Dr. Apak. But I'm rather surprised that at this moment and stage, they are still going in that particular directions. And especially trying to know our constitution more than ourselves. And I'm not surprised too, if they are going that way, because they are even saying that the judiciary do not have the locus to interpret the constitution any longer. They are the interpreters of the constitution. And you again tell me that there's no constitutional crisis in this country. When the lawmaker now becomes the interpreter of the constitution, when the judiciary is there, it's not a crisis. Hasn't everybody's role been defined in this country as to how we should govern this country? So when it comes to the interpretation of the law, it is whose duty to do that? Is it the legislature? You see, sometimes we should look ourselves in the face and tell ourselves the truth. Let me just do some rebuttals before I come to the issue itself. My brother Solomon started his submission by saying that NPP gave some people money in the north to hoot at Alan. You see, my brother, though we are going for an election, yes, everybody will want to canvass votes for himself and the rest, but canvass for clean votes. Let there be sanity. Let there be. Don't try to crush the heads of the people. Where? You just say something in vague. I am from the north. And you think the people of the north are that stupid that anybody can just walk to them and give them money and say, go and do this. Please, don't try to insult our intelligence. Why didn't you cite any region, any other region but than the north?
No.
But hasn't he gone in all other regions? So it is only the north that they can do to people like that. Well, sometimes you try to degrade us anytime. In fact, we are having this kind of public discourse and the rest. I was so peeved, but I had to control myself. Not just because I'm MP, but I'm an ordinary. That you couldn't find any other common place that the people can easily be deceived or can be coerced to do something against their own will or wish by the Northerners. There are those that can be used for that. Is that how Alan now look at us as Northerners? Please. Then tell him that he has not found a place to do that yet. Quite apart from that, you cannot even substantiate the allegation that we have made. You should have gone ahead to mention names. You should have gone ahead to mention the place and other things. I mean, to make it factual. Why can't I equally say anything like that and go free here? Why will it make me somebody? Please, 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 please. We are doing politics, and we should know that in politics there is fear of God. Sometimes we take politics like, oh, after politics, the God has closed his eyes to it, so you can do whatever you want. Just like the way you conduct yourself in church, the same way you must conduct yourself on the platform. It is so within the arena of God. And everything that we do, God is watching. If you think the human beings, that you can have them free, but God is watching you. There will be a day for accountability. Quite apart from that, I think Okoi, he came to show remorsefulness of his action then. I'm a Muslim. Allah has told us in the Quran that we should ask for forgiveness. He's all forgiven. My name is Abdurrahman, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim. We have it in the Islamic distance. That don't think that because you have sinned, you can never get close or you can never make a comeback. He has come, of course. What do I say? His regime, as a Speaker of Parliament, will continue to be there, and the records will be there. And he has added onto the record that he erred as a Speaker. He has added onto the record. He has come out to apologize and have added. Quite apart from that, let me tell you when you go to NPP's constitution, Article 3, if you go to section H, Article 3, if you want to open and then check, it clearly states, let's go to Article 3, that's membership. But you were H, go to section 8. H. Yes, H. Just go there. Go there and check. You see? And that one, it is very clear how it says. Any member who decides to declare for another political party or join another political party, underline the word political party, automatically ceases to be a member of the party. Let's put that one aside. And then you come to what we call it, Article 3 again, go to section F2. The same, because in fact, the Article 3 is about membership, how to identify, and you also know the category of membership that you fall into as a member. If you go to that one too, it will also tell you clearly, how things should be done. Even if somebody commits a crime, and that crime warrants the party to sack the person, you cannot just sit somewhere and then just say that we have sacked this person. You first have to formally communicate to the affected party.
Which provision is that?
Oh, my brother, I've just mentioned it, and you are a member of this party. And if you don't know this in there, then I'm very surprised. I mean, when I sit somewhere, even without my party's, I have not come with the party constitution here.
I have the party's constitution.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, read it. Read it. If I'm lying, read it. Please. No, let him read it. In fact, I want him to read it. Say H. Read.
For clarity.
Yes, exactly. Article 3H.
So forfeiture of membership.
Yes, Article 3H.
That's what I'm reading for you.
Yes.
A member of the party who stands as an independent candidate against the officially elected member of the party.
Which one I read?
Or who
joins... Please. Don't say
what you said.
No.
I said 3H.
3H.
There is nothing like 3H.
Let my brother.
That's why I'm very surprised. There is nothing like 3H.
Let you come.
This constitution.
Please, can you read your 3H?
Yes, let you come.
Read your 3H.
Stop doing this. Listen, that in fact...
Sabo, you are nobody. Don't bring yourself. Don't come and use the tactics to go away. Don't get away with this.
Stop this, my friend. You cannot shout more than
you cannot shout more than everybody. Today you don't have to come more than this.
Please. You open your mouth and say all sorts of
nonsense. You open your mouth and lie. You have to lie.
Please.
What God gave is that? Or do you think that I didn't have the heart, or I was not listening to
you? Let's go.
You are lying that they are catching you, you are still making noise. You are lying, they are catching you, you are still making noise.
You want to come and lie?
Stop the lies.
You are lying.
No, get out of there.
You get out of there.
My friend, stop what you are doing. You are just
reading something.
You are just behaving like a matter.
The two of them.
I have made a statement. Please, wanted to depart what I say.
Please.
Bring it.
Please, Sabo, please.
I'm reading it here. I'm reading it.
You have to vet what
No,
is.
please.
If you want, I can give it to you.
I give it to
Don't worry.
Master.
And then
It's
check
a
one
at a
very-
time.
Please, it's a very simple
What kind of this
matter.
is that? Stop this kind
The
of
two of you claim to have the NPP constitution.
Yes.
Read your version.
And let him read.
his version.
So please go
Finish.
ahead.
This is not a
In the
quarrel.
first place, even besides that, I want him to tell me the kind of thing that is because it's not part of our party's constitution.
Please read yours.
No, yes, I'm going to read it. No, yes, but I'm just saying that what he has, I know. I'm just trying to affirm my position here to let you know I'm not lying and I will never lie.
Please.
I have appeared on
at a
Pan-African
time.
TV.
Read.
For many years, I have never lied on this platform before.
Please.
Nobody has ever called me a liar here before.
So
Come and
read
sit
it,
here and be
and
lying
then read
do
yours.
this.
Please
And
read
then
it.
move forward.
Article 3H for feature of membership. A member who joins or declares his or her adherence to another political party automatically forfeits his or her membership of the party. Full stop. There's nothing like independent or goes independent. There's nothing like that.
Automatically fulfill.
No. Please. I think I was very quiet, like I was not in this room when all of them were speaking. And this is what has been going on, and this is what normally I don't like. I don't think
Sabo,
if you are going to apply the program theory, then nobody will talk.
No, Sabo, nobody
Will talk.
with you.
No. When the two of them made their submission, did I even clear my truth
There's
in
an
this room?
issue about.
And I have read it. I have read it. This is it. I have read it clearly.
Yes.
And what he was saying, it wasn't there. Was there anything like independent person?
So read yours.
Yes, and we'll give it to you for you to check. Just check.
Okay.
And then let him show the source of what he's reading.
Please.
No, please. It is my fault now. It is my fault. But he has decided to interject. So I have every right to.
You asked him to read his version.
All this time that is going, I would have gone ahead. All this time I would have made advancement.
Are you not the one?
Could it have even noted it down? No, yes. Yes. And
So let him read his version and then we go.
And I'm saying that he should tell me the kind of party constitution that he uses. Because I read my version. Did you hear what he read inside my
constitution?
Yes, read it.
So Article 3.9, in fact there is nothing like H.
3.9 where?
391. A member of the party who stands as an independent candidate against the officially elected member of the party or who joins or declares his or her support for another political party or for an independent candidate when the party has sponsored the candidate in the general by-election automatically forfeits his or her membership of the party. This is it. This is it. This is the party's constitution. There is nothing like H.
There's nothing.
This is the party's constitution.
If you want, look. After I finish my submission, I can walk to my car and bring the hard copy of the party.
There is, the hard is so soft.
No problem.
Which will even just, make the whole thing very simple.
Kindly advance.
Stop lying here. Stop
Oh, why
lying.
you say I'm lying?
You
But
don't
you
look
lie.
like that. You don't look like that.
You go ahead and do your submission.
Kindly advance your
Balance
submission.
here. So stop
Yeah.
it. Or you thought I'll come here empty-handed like that, and I have my party's constitution at heart, but at least to be sure, I have to read it again. In fact, what we read, if it was so, I will just keep. I will not even try to mention it again. I will just let it go silent. But because you lied, I want everybody to know you lied.
Please make progress.
All right. So that is it. So it is very clear. So you can see that the party did not err. Neither did the court err. And what I want to establish here is that the 4 affected members, none of them fall into this category. None of them have joined any political party. None of them have declared their stance or support for any political party. So where has the party erred? Quite apart from that, I've also shown you F. That at least, before that is done, the party should have written, communicated to the affected members before they cease to be members of the party. Has the party written to them? And even if you want to juxtapose this with what Prof. Okoi did, of which he himself has even admitted, even with that one, the party communicated to the affected member. So why do you try to blend the two and make it look like they are all the same? Just because it suits you. You see, at least we have pledged as Christians and Muslims to serve the people of this country. So somewhere when the going gets bad or something like that, we should take a humble pie and just say, I'm sorry. And I think that's what God loved most in his servants. And then move ahead. Then to try to let our hearts, misleads us into think that all of us will one day say, we wish it never happened. So that is it. Just to set the record straight, that there's nothing like that. And then you also came out again, and you were saying that Kamala Harris came to this country and then won a sovereign country, won the president and the vice president. Even, I don't know, maybe you need to educate me, that when there's any policy and the rest, whether it's a joint signature between the vice and the president signs before that thing becomes law. I have never come across any constitutional provision that in this country, when a policy or whatever is going to be passed, it is the vice president and the presidents who all come together to sign before it is accepted by law. You are now telling me this. Maybe I need education, more education on that. And then Nana Addo Akufo-Addo is on record to have said that it will never happen under his watch. Gay, this will never happen under his watch. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is on record that for him, not today, not tomorrow, forever as a Muslim, that one nobody should even think of it. He's not even a president yet, but he has declared his stand. Has John Dramani Mahama declared his stand? Has your leader declared his stand on the gay distance? Yes. So stop it. Stop that one. And come and say that Kalahari came here to warn them. Can she come and warn us here? This is a sovereign country. We are not an extension of the United States. And we are not one of the member states of the United States. We are a sovereign country. This is Ghana. Africa is Ghana. Kwame Nkrumah is Ghana. So stop that. Yes, and then I think when my elder brother also came on board, that's Dr. Park, he also said something that is very strange to me, that there was a constitutional consultative body that NPP decided not to join simply because...
I said precursors.
Yes, okay.
At that time, NPP didn't exist.
Didn't?
It didn't exist.
Yes, and so, but you made it look as if it is NPP, because you said these people, they refuse.
Precursors. Your antecedents.
No, then maybe it's better you are now making it very clear, because I was sitting close to you, but you made it sounded that the NPP decided, because you said these people, and I'm one of those people. If you refer to these people as we speak, I'm one of those people. But maybe if you had said those people, maybe it could have been a different thing altogether. So yes, it is good that you have corrected, because the NPP has never, not on any record, have ever done this thing before. And quite apart from that, when it comes to this, I think it is even the NPP who normally makes it broader. Because when we talk of actually coming to look at the Constitution and the rest, it affects every walk of life under the sun. So how can you say that some people should not be part of the body? That can never happen under NPP. When it comes to democracy, I think we are the people who rather practice democracy very well in this country and have always tried to make sure that the democracy lives up to expectation. In fact, when it comes to our constitution, our electoral reforms and the rest, we have contributed not less than 86% of the reforms today that we have. Just to make sure that the Ghanaian gets the votes that he or she deserves. So thank you very much for making that correction. And then if a member switches party, it does not require interpretation from any lawyer. That one too, I find difficult. I'm not a lawyer. I've never been to the law school, and I find it difficult to understand certain things. That is why I have subjected myself to the interpretation of the Supreme Court. Whatever they say, finally, whether I agree with it or not, they are the masters in that field. I'll go by whatever they say. But if you say that there are certain actions that do not require interpretations, then I think this country will plunge into chaos. We all know that this country's rules frowns on stealing, frowns on so many other things, but yet when people find themselves in those acts, we also refer them to the court for justice to prevail. Many people have been given names, and later on it turned out not to be so. There are many people languishing in cells today or prisons today, crimes that they have not committed and the rest, just because interpretations were not properly done and other things. So how can we just say that automatically if something just happened, we should just take it like that? Well, in this country, when people were even working, especially we the fair people who could not even go far again, that genital parts were getting missing, and they were, you quote, Nigerians, and they were Igbos. So when you are a fair person, those days, and you are not careful, you go far where people don't know you, your life is in danger. Somebody will just come and get hold of you and start shouting that he touched me at this infant before they realize they have killed an innocent person. It has happened in Accra here. Oh yes, it has happened in Accra here. Kenichi here. It has happened.
I think you misunderstood the point I made.
No. That's what you are saying, because you are telling us that if an act that is not subject to interpretation, then it should be automatic.
It hasn't happened yet, and he rushed to the court. That is what I said.
Which one? I'm
even coming to that. That one before the speaker.
That one is a different issue.
Gave his response.
Yes. No. You don't. But when did Afenyamakins go to the court?
By the 17th, when the speaker came to make, he gave his response. Afenyamakins had already gone to court.
Oh no! How possible could
he did.
No.
He did. No. And that even created a banter.
No.
Afenyamakins was trying to. Tell the speaker
he was in court.
He had gone to court on the matter.
That is factual. That's on record.
No, let me come.
He's never denied that. He was in court before the speaker.
Let me come. Let me understand the parliamentary proceedings. He's a leader in parliament, isn't it? And
yes.
And normally they have some meetings before they come to the
pre-sitting meeting. Yes.
Is that not for a floor? Is that not it?
That's correct.
So even if he had gone to court ahead of that, then of course maybe he already had a win. That this is what the speaker had decided to do. No, let me come. No, I'm just trying to get the whole thing right. Even if he had gone to court ahead of the speaker's pronouncement, that means that there will have been a meeting. I'm not a member, you are a member of parliament. That's why I'm asking this. That means that there will have been a meeting. And in that meeting, conclusions were already drawn. That this is how it is supposed to go. And being a lawyer, maybe the timing and other things, he also look at it. Maybe there's a need for him to go to court before it is too late. Quite apart from that, if you say that the court was too quick to act in this particular decision, this is not between Sabo and somebody or Sabo versus the state. This is about the interests of the whole nation, all of us together.
You are mixing
all of us.
In all honesty, he's mixing two issues. There are two issues.
You can.
Please do. Go ahead.
You can take note and later talk about it. Let him, please.
I really apologize.
Oh no, that's okay. I'm not offended. I thought maybe you were just trying to add something to it. That's okay.
Please
that's
proceed.
Okay. So, I am of the view that this particular issue is of interest to the whole nation, because these are our representatives in Parliament, which includes all of us here. We are all members of we are constituents of one of the 176 constituencies that we have here. And for that matter, if there's an issue in Parliament and it affects the whole nation, do you want the Supreme Court to treat it in a manner that things will have gone bad before they pass judgment and the rest? Of course, there are certain things they need to fast track it. In the case of the election petition listing, declaration was not made. Is that not it? They waited for the Supreme Court's ruling before declaration was made. But in this case, declaration was made ahead of the Supreme Court's listing. So definitely they need to act fast before things get out of hand. So I don't see anything. I rather see it to be something like being responsible and party to the whole issue by actually acting very swiftly to make sure that things do not go bad and other things. So I don't see anything wrong with that. And whoever says that there's no constitutional crisis in this country, I don't think that is the case. When was the last time that we've ever had parliamentary crisis like this before? And especially this current parliament, from the beginning up to date. And you're also talking about the numbers in parliament. We were 37, there was an independent candidate. Is that not it? And the independent candidate tilted towards the ruling party. Does it not make it 38? So where did the speaker favor NPP by saying that he just gave them a majority reason? The numbers are, this is simple mathematics. 37, and there was an independent candidate who decided to go alongside with the NPP. Doesn't it make them a majority side? Will NDC easily give to an NPP like this? So at least we need to make everybody see the picture very clear. And then I think there was another issue here. Okay. Yes. About your last decision, although which is not part of the decision, I think when it comes to education, for me, the NDC should have been talking about it. I have been in the classroom for 18 years, and I've been very passionate about our educational system and then structures. In fact, there was a time, almost about 2 years, close to 3 years or 4 years, chalk was an issue in the classroom. Teaching aids was an issue in the classroom. Capitation grants were not being paid. Headmasters were servicing capitation grant with their monies and the rest. I was in the classroom and it was John Dramani Mahama who was the president by then in this country. Boarding house, in fact, some northern schools were delayed reopening and the rest because there was no food and what have you. All these things, in fact, even when I was in secondary school, my days, even Raleigh's time, Palms Card used to give us food in the north and the rest. There were too many times that the opening time will come but they will postpone the opening date because no food. Or sometimes we close earlier than we're supposed to have actually ended the term because there's food shortage and other things. But ever since this government has come, he has doubled the capitation grant and other things and cleared the arrears when we came. Because we came to meet arrears and we cleared those arrears before we started paying. So even today, if there's an accumulation of arrears, but at least there's no shortage of chalks in the school. Teachers' trainees allowances are still being paid. The nurses' trainees allowances are still being paid. There was no COVID-19 during John Dramani Mahama's time when there was no chalk in school, when capitation grants were not being paid and other things. You can name them. All the negative things that has happened within this particular time has not affected governance in this country. In fact, there was no worker who was laid off because of COVID-19 crisis and other things. But Dumso and Edison, companies folded up in this country. So many private companies folded. Others moved into Togo and Cote d'Ivoire and the rest because of Dumso for 4 good years and other things. Has it happened this time around like that? And even if there are some few ones, let's take the statistics and see where it was affected most and other things. So when it comes to those things, because as I speak, those days, in fact, teachers' training allowances were not paid those days. So at least so many accumulations of these things should have been made there. Nurses' training allowances were not being paid, and even the students were also paying fees and the rest. Upon all, we could not get. In fact, teachers' arrears. I left GES and was not paid my arrears up to date. And if I'm a teacher and I'm speaking, I believe even teachers who are NDC can attest. It was not about NPP or NDC. It was about teachers. And teachers, it cuts across all the spheres of the political distance. So that one there, I don't think we should have even gone there at all. When it comes to the records there, and today as we speak, there are screen touch in the classrooms that are being used. There are tablets that are being distributed around to make sure that students at least have access to modern technology in learning and other things. There are STEM schools that are being built all over, and of course you attest to that. If I don't know whether you have ever visited any of the STEM schools. Personally, I beg you, do your best and one day just go, or maybe with your cameras to go and take and see at least one classroom and tell me the cost. If you just oppose it to our normal classrooms and see whether it will not take about 4, that one classroom will not even build those 4 classrooms or 3 classrooms of the normal ones and the rest. And it is a whole community, the STEM school, everything about education is there. Go and see the labs that are being built and what have you. Quite apart from that, on all these crises that you are talking about, Agenda 11111, no president has ever dreamt of it. Even when we mentioned it, they were saying that we are just making noise. We are just saying something that we cannot do, trying to throw dust into people's eyes. Today, about 58 of them are to be commissioned this month and the rest. Completed everything. And the others are about 80, 90 near completions and other things. In all this too, in all these crises, we've been able to do all these things. At least I will not take you far, even in Accra here. Look at the Pokwase Nsawam Road. Look at the Kasua Winneba Road. Look at the Adenta Dodoa Road. And now we have started the Tamamoto Way, the 10-lane, this thing. And all these things in the midst of this crisis. that we are even now coming out. And of course, thank to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you look at where we got to, somewhere 2022, 2023, and today, if you look at the economic indicators, the macroeconomic indicators, indeed, I think Nana said it, that we don't know how to bring what we call life, but at least how to rebound the economy back. That one, his government can assure Ghanaians. And of course, we are on path. If you look at all the macroeconomic indicators as we speak, of course, with even inflation from 54, today I think we are around 20. In fact, I don't want to lie, but we are in the 20s. Am I right? Yes, but I don't want to lie. So it means that at least we are
get there. We'll get to the matter of inflation.
Inflation, okay, thank you very much. So in all, I think with the issue in Parliament, it is something that deserves the attention of all of us, devoid of political coloration and then political stance. We should look at it as citizens. We should look at it as patriots of this country to see how best we can all, because it's going to say, we are all in a sailing boat. And if the boat is to sink, it will not take others out and then leave others. It is all of us that will sink. So when it comes to issues of this nature, I don't think we need to be, what do you call it, divided on partisan lines. We first need to see how best. In fact, to frank with you, before these things, I have been telling you, I have problem with some of my party members that, I respect this Speaker of Parliament. From the beginning, I thought he was going to be that partisan this thing. But for some time, he was conducting until this particular issue that he has gone. And to be frank with you, this is the first time that I am not happy with his decision in Parliament. But there are some other decisions that he has taken, even against our party, but I have seen it to be fair, something like that. But for this particular one there, I beg to differ. That one, it has made my thinking about him change in a way. And I'm now believing that, in fact, he's always in a meeting with the NDC before he comes to take his seat. And I don't think that is the best for this country.
No. I see. Anyway, thank you very much. Just that I'm a little confused on two grounds. First, Michael Okoi. This is what Michael Okoi says. And I quote, "It's wrong because the benefit is not his." That's Haruna. The law doesn't stand to his inurement. That's why I talk about the husband and wife. He has no locus because he doesn't belong to the party involved. Is it you who should say there's a problem in my house? You say I have a problem with my wife and I'm saying I have no problem with my wife. What are you talking about? So Michael Okoi's position was clear, that it should be the NPP who should raise the matter. He never apologized. That is his position. The second one, no, please.
You are saying that is Haruna.
No. I'm reading Michael Okoi's position. No, that's Michael Okoi's position. Because
you are saying Michael Okoi was being explained by Haruna. Is that what it?
No. This is Michael Okoi's position. Joy News. So I'm just reading the quote where he responds particularly to the matter. Why he disagrees with the speaker. His only point of disagreement is no. Michael Okoi, you said Michael Okoi apologized, and I said he never apologized. His issue was that it should be the NPP who should have raised the matter. That's one. The second one,
but did he say that he was wrong? Did he say that or he didn't say that?
No, he didn't say that. He never said he was wrong. He never said he was wrong.
Michael Okoi never said that he was.
Yes.
He erred when he took that decision.
He never said. Please share with me. You can kindly share with me.
You don't worry.
Kindly share with me. And I also like if you can share with me the Constitution, because people are sending me the Constitution. What I'm saying is different.
Don't worry. If I
please share with me.
In fact, once I can go and bring the hard copies is just in my car.
No problem.
I didn't know that we'll get to this extent.
Yes,
the hard
no
copies in
problem.
my car.
No problem. Because
sometimes all this has to be settled. Can we go on?
I have downloaded two Constitutions, one from NPP USA, and what I'm reading is different from what you've read.
We are once again grateful for your time spent here. Please, if you have not yet subscribed as a new member, we urge you to subscribe before logging out. Thank you.
PENDREAM TV ase. Now, so far so good. Say open online portal e Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.